Hey guys, welcome back. Screw connect you for another video for Raidshadowlegends. Hopefully you're doing well, and hopefully you're looking after yourself and having a positive start to the week wherever you are today in the world. Right, so we're back on my account today, and we're going to do a very interesting video. I've never done a video like this before, but I wanted to talk about my top 10 champions on my account that I would like to get that I don't actually have. And this is just going to be legendary champions that are mainly focused towards P versus P overall. And we're not going to include mythicals in this because any new mythical from my account would be amazing for P versus P or P versus E. And I wouldn't complain about having them. So I'm not going to include mythicals in this list, but we'll talk about really why these champions are so good in P versus P and overall why I want them. So let's start at number 10 and we'll work all the way down. And if you guys think you already know my number one already, let me know down in the comments, what do you think is my most wanted champion outside mythicals for my accounts overall, and then I'll just kind of see like how well you guys know my account. All right, so let's start with the list. I think number 10 will be a shock for most people, as this guy is not really meta anymore. There is a few reasons why I want this champion on my account. And number 10 is going to be starting off in Demon Spawn. Now, Demon Spawn is pretty much the strongest faction in the game for me overall. And number 10 is going to start off with Mortu-Macaab. Mortu-Macaab is a fantastic champion across the board overall. And he was meta long time ago. There is still a couple of people that will run a Mortu-Macaab in the arena. And I definitely know if I had one, he would still be an arena option for me. The reason is, there's a few reasons. First of all, he doesn't need any books for his kit, so his passive ability is the one that you really need. Secondly, he doesn't need like crazy amount of stats, and his being able to build outside needing ignore defense gear is really strong. So, for example, this is all about this ability here. He ignores pretty much all of the block damage and whatnot, which is quite meta right now. But he doesn't need any savage. This is a ignore 100% target defense. So there's a lot of good options on him. And there's also that ability, which is great. So you just make him very slow, high resistance if you can get it, depending on your gear, and then good damage. You don't need like 400 critical damage or whatnot. He just hits really hard. And obviously one of the most meta champions right now is Marius, who has AoEs across the board. So he's really good against Marius. Bit RNG, and that's why he's so low on the list. But a lot of people still don't use him, which is really reasons why I want him. Secondly, the no reason why I want him is I only have one champion unity on my account, which is Volcanus. And it's one of my main strategies that I run in Classic and Live Arena and Siege as well. And I would like him to be able to go with the options across the board for like 3 vs 3 arena and whatnot. So everything else on top of that is really good. So for me, my number 10 will start off with Mortu-Macaab across the board. Number 9, I don't think number 9 will be a shock to anyone through whoever knows me or knows the channel really well, but will probably be surprised that she's so low on my list. Number 9 is going to be coming in with Harima. Harima is still a fantastic nuker. She's not so meta as she used to be, but she's still meta on a lower end. If most of you guys did get Harima, then that is the way to go. Now, the thing that puts me off with Harima is she really needs increased defense to increase the damage in P versus P. So if you don't have a C-Fee, you could be a bit cooked trying to get damage mitigation up and whatnot. Overall, she's still really good against a lot of meta champions as well, like Siegfried, fairly okay against Nice, great against Rhodus and whatnot. And if you have got Marius in your team, you can use Marius as the increased defense champion to buffer damage, and also the accuracy up as well is fantastic. So they're an amazing duo across the board, and that is why she's still there for me. as one of my most wanted champions inside Raid. She's great in P versus P as well, in Faction Wars, Hydra. Some people use her in Chimera, but you do need the 6-star Crush and Ram to kind of be able to set that up overall. But she's still amazing champion, and if you pulled her, you definitely wouldn't be disappointed. Number 8 then. Number 8 is going to be a fairly new champion that's been released into Raid, and I'm a big fan of him. I've only faced him 1 or 2 times in live arena, but every single time I have faced him, he's caused me some issues. Now, I apologize if I say any names wrong. I am dyslexic, so it's one of them ones. And it's going to be Osgrun. I'm just going to call him Guns, right? I think his art looks absolutely crazy. He's similar to a Armad type of champion. He's got a speeder in all battles. He can come in and bring an increased attack and shatter buff, which is really, really niche. And also decreases the cooldowns of all allies as well, which is pretty nice. And with a team up of allied attack. He also has a remove ability and then can drop a stun if the HP is under a certain amount. And then he has a tummy to boost as well on the A1, which is similar to a Sifu without the increased speed. And he's just an absolutely beast of a champion for P vs P and P vs E. I think he's underrated. I kind of felt like he should have been a fusion. I think this champion would have been a fantastic fusion if it was. They did do a fusion at the same time as he was being released, and I was really gutted that they didn't do a guaranteed event for this guy. But he is a fantastic champion across the board. Champion number 7, I think, is going to surprise a lot of people that he's so high up on the list because it's higher than Harima and whatnot. But it's going to be going back to the Demon Spawn champions. And again, I've kind of already listed a few reasons why I would like these champions, but it's going to be Cheshire the Cat. Cheshire the Cat is just absolutely amazing nuker across the board. He's got a built-in great survivability passive ability with a block damage and a veils, and he increases his own attack as well, which is fantastic with the veils, with the perfect veil as well. So there's really good synergy with like Duchess and whatnot. And he has AoE on the A1 if everyone's under veils, and it hits extremely hard. You want to be building them fast and whatnot. I don't have one on my account, that's why I've never been able to do a showcase. I did pull one for Ram. He's also got a speed aura as well, which is really good. He's actually amazing in Faction Wars as well, and he's also amazing in Hydra as well. So he can do some really good numbers. If you put Kraken Roots on him as a 6-star, he can really dish out the damage. He doesn't potentially need Stone Skin as well, so you can go over options like Merciless and whatnot, which is super rare, not needing Stone Skin overall. So Cheshire the Cat is going to be on my list today, and he would just give me again a different option like a Mortu-Macaab with the Volcanis option for arena for me. So for me, he's going to be up there on that list. So after that, it kind of gets a bit more niche, and the list gets really hard, and I kind of got to think about like how I'd use these champions and whatnot. Number 6 will surprise you that he's so low on the list, and you guys know I love him. I talk about him all the time in my streams and whatnot. But number 6 is going to be Sulfurion. Sulfurion is obviously a crazy champion. He enables a lot of nukers to do their job very well, like Carnage and Empress and whatnot. And he's also amazing in Hydra and all types of P vs E content. He can solo Ice Column 10 as well with the right stats across the board. And it's all about this ability with the synergy blessing, with the synergy with the blessing as well, which you would use for arena. And it just really able to pop all the Stone Skin. As long as you're going first or you don't have Asher or Marichka, they're like the main 2 counters to him. He can just open up a lot of teams. I use them all the time on other accounts that I push on. He also has a really good revive as well, which will gain a extra turn here and then revive all allies with 40% turn meter and HP. So a really busted champion in his own rights. He's got good base stats as well, and he's okay in Chimera actually for certain buffs as well and debuffs as well. So Sulfurion is quite low on my list, but for me, if I get him, it's going to be hard to fit in because of I use Lamassu, and the synergy between him and Lamassu are not amazing, if I'm being honest. So Lamassu is one of my mainly used champions, and yeah, there's kind of that reason why he's so low on my list. Number 5 then. Number 5 is a champion I feel like is a bit underrated, and I don't think he gets the credit he deserves. That's the wrong faction, but I feel like he doesn't get the spotlight as he deserves, as most people give him, because of Marius. So Marius is a big counter to him. But for me, this guy, Acorn, whatever his name is a champion that always worries me. A lot of mythicals can deal with him quite well, like Sigford, Nice, and whatnot, as his passive is kind of unique. Bomb champions are a bit of a threat over him as well, but you can put him in Feral to Lightning Cage. He hits really hard. He can break Stone Skin if his damage is good enough, and he's just a really good champion. He'll get extra turn abilities. He can reset his own kit as well. Yeah, he's absolutely nuts. I would love to get this guy for sure. He will ignore strengthen, increase defense and shields. He's just amazing go second champion that can really cause a lot of problems. For me, he's going to be number 5. Number 4 then is going to be another champion that's going to be quite interesting to kind of talk about. But she was I wouldn't say guaranteed champion, but she was a champion for training a while back. And there's only one champion to talk about, but she is number 4 on my list, and that is Queen of Hearts. And then Queen of Hearts is an absolute menace in the arena and cause a lot of issues for people in the arena. She has a increased attack with a team up as well, which is amazing. Can be really good against champions like Rhodas and whatnot, and brings the increased attack, which is amazing. She's the only champion in the game that guaranteed a defense down, as well as a turn meter fill on a 1, which is AoE, and that is a 100% chance as well. You don't have to book this. And she has a strip ability with True Fear and a brand debuff, which I think is the only one of champions that still has this, and counters a lot of teams and speed teams, and makes it difficult to kind of go up against her. I normally ban her when I see her. Then she has this passive on top, which is a crazy passive as well. So this passive really should worry most of us. And then she has accuracy lead in all battles as well. She's also amazing in Finite 10. She's also amazing in Hydra. She's amazing in a lot of places, Faction Wars as well. And she's pretty much one of my mostly wanted champions in the game across the board. And she's just really good. Number 3 then, she's just been released into the game, so she will make the list. And she's kind of really difficult to deal with because the only counters to her are mythicals. And she's just been released into the game. I can't pronounce the name, so I'm not going to try. But we all know how good she is, and she is number 3 on my list. Generally, I really do want her. She brings in ally protection, blocked debuffs as well, which is really cool. She brings in a shield as well and whatnot. She's a really good counter to speed teams. Most speed teams, Sulfurion, she's great against. Bomb champions like Nishak, Marius, really good against. She does struggle against Carnage, which is good. And then it's like champions like Gizmak and Gallius, who are like the best counters to her and whatnot, and obviously Stock as well, which is ignoring the block damage type. But there isn't many counters to her, and most of them are mythicals. So for me, she's just a great option to throw in last champion as a pick. She is ban bait for a lot of people, depending on how you pick her. You do want to try and take her early in the fight, so her passive works better. But yeah, she's just absolutely crazy champion and a menace. You'll see her a lot in Siege, especially on defense. Let's talk about champion number 2 then. Champion number 2 is going to be Shu-Zhen. Shu-Zhen is the best turn meter boost champion in this game. And there's reason is because it's passive. Sorry, this A2, not the passive. The A2 is absolutely bonkers and is a instant turn and not a turn meter fill like a Lamassu. So you can, like with a Lamassu, you can cut in. This one you can't. Only the Queen of Hearts can cut in with this if it's 2 buffs. So it's increased attack, increased crit rate, and increased crit damage. On a 3-turn cooldown, it can also break sheep as well, but no one uses it for that ability really. It's just absolute nut of a champion. I have got access to her on her accounts, and I'm always jealous when I use her. Most of the time, people will ban her straight away because you can't really cut in with her. Now, you can build her in multiple ways. Obviously, the fastest gear that you can, which is probably the best way to build her. And also, she's fantastic in a 4-piece Sonic set to cut in on other people that's faster, especially if you don't have the 6-star blessing. You can also use template chains, 5-star, not 6, because of Marius. And Marius can do some issues with this ability as well, but she does have a decreased speed and drops all turn meter as well, which is great. And then she has a really high-end chance of landing a block active skill. And then a passive is underrated as well. Now, she has got crazy speed aura, one of the biggest in the game. There's only 2 champions bigger than her, which is Odin, which is void only for Arena, and Carnage, which is 33%. And there is multiple champions at 30, so she has got a massive speed aura as well. Across the board, her base stats are pretty nutty. The only thing that we can say about her is that she hasn't got 115 like some of the champions like Lamassu. I think it's 114 Sifi, Lady Kimmy, and whatnot. So yeah, for me, number 2, she is absolutely bonkers. And then the reason she's not number 1 is because Lamassu I use a lot on my account, and I really do enjoy Lamassu, but I can't deny the fact that Shu-Zhen is just in a different league than most turn meter boost champions in this game. And yeah, she's just in a different league altogether. She opens up so many strategies. You can either use her in go second strategies and drop her in as a way to give you to go first, right? So yes, she's definitely up there as well. And I guess I haven't mentioned her, but it shouldn't be no surprise for anyone now who is still watching the video. Let me know down in the comments if you're still watching. That number 1 is Marichka. I don't need to say why she's number 1, but if you have Taurus and you have Marichka, they're obviously a carry in Faction Wars, probably the best duo in the game still. And I really are still quite good in live arena and classic arena and all the areas in the game as a go second team. She can also be using go first, so there's some accounts where I build her the fastest on there, so I don't have to face her in live arena, but also I will be able to win the speed race still because she does have a speed aura in all battles at 24%. Now only 25 in all battles is the biggest in this game, and she is definitely up there overall. A passive is still nuts as well, which counters a lot of champions like Nisha, Commodus, Gizmak, and stuff. There is ways that you can get around it, but you're basically slowing them down from killing you, and most of the time most people are going to ban them if they don't generally make a mistake against you. There's been loads of times where I'm using her and then people drop in Sephorion and stuff and then forget that she can't she stops them from doing the HP activation, which protects all of your stone skin because it's a damage ability, and the block damage obviously counters that. Obviously she has a great turn meter boost as well on her abilities, as well as cleanse and everything, and will get return if she removes 5 or more debuffs. Then she has one of the biggest heals in the game, and only one of the few champions who can restore max HP if it's been destroyed. They're just crazy everywhere. And then on top of that, she has a ally attack as well. She'll team up with someone randomly on that as well. If his Taurus is on the same team, they just do a lot of damage across the board overall. He's just an absolutely beast of a champion. Either way, that would be that. I do want some more go second strategies on my account. Hopefully one day we'll be rewarded that overall. Anyway, guys, let me know down in the comments who is your top 5 champions outside mythicals that you would like to get in your account and why you would like to get them. And I guess that's it from me today. As usual, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Raid, if you're watching, try and help me get these champions in 2026. That's it from me today. See you on next one. Take care. Peace.